be showing you guys how to make a easy paper Elsa throne. So this is a very easy way of making a paper Elsa throne, and it's useful too. So you guys may have many dolls including Elsa and Anna as well. So I thought of making a really cute and easy craft for you guys. So this is a really cute Elsa throne. So I'm just taking this miniature Elsa and keeping this on top. You can even use a big size Elsa and you can do it in a bigger size as well. So you might have many dolls but you won't have like a throne to keep them in. This will be a really easy craft for that, and you can make this for all the Disney princesses you have. So I also have a bigger Elsa here. You can even keep that like this over here. So you can put more decorations to it and decorate it in any way you like. You can gift it to your friends and family members and to your small cousins as well. So as you see, I just put some small dots over here for like snow, and I also wrote Elsa over here, and I just stuck pieces of paper at the back for more decoration, and one more at the bottom as well. So now let's get into the video and let's start seeing how to make this really easy cute Elsa throne. So before we start, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet. Like, share and comment. Also press the bell icon so that you will receive a notification whenever I upload a video. So now without any further delay, let's get started. So for this activity, I'm just going to be taking a few materials. So first, let's keep this aside. So you can take any color you like according to the throne you're going to be making for which princess. So for example, if you're going to be making for Anna or like Anna, you can take like green and brown. If you're going to be making for Elsa, I took purple and blue. You can take any color you like. You can even take like white or sandal, something like that. According to the Disney princess you're going to be doing it for, or like for Frozen characters, you can take that color accordingly. So for this, I'm going to be taking a half A4 sheet of purple color and a half sheet of blue color. Then we're also going to be needing some tape, some glue, a whitener and a scissor. So to get started, first I'm just going to be taking the purple color piece of paper and I'm going to be folding it in such a way that we'll get a square. So now I'm just going to be cutting it to get a square. So now I'm just going to be taking the remaining piece aside. So now we have taken this and we'll have a square with us. So the first step we're going to be doing is I'm going to be folding this piece of paper in half like this. So next I'm going to be opening it and I'm going to be folding it in half one more time. So now I'm just going to be opening it and I'm going to be folding all the four sides of the paper, the middle point over here. So first, we're just going to be making a box with this. So please make sure that all the corners are nice and strong. So I've already posted a video on my channel about how to make a paper box. You can try that if you feel it's kind of hard. So like we're just going to be making, if you want, I'm just going to be making one box and I just stuck a piece of paper at the bottom. So if you guys want to make it more stronger, you can just make another box as well. And you can secure it for more strength. But if you do not want to do that, you can follow like this as well. So now I'm just going to be folding this piece of paper, both sides of the paper to the middle line over here. Now I'm going to be opening them and I'm going to be folding the opposite two sides to the middle point over here. So after we complete this, I'm just going to be opening these two sides and any two sides like this, and I'm going to be folding both sides of the paper to the middle point over here. So I've done many crafts using a box, so you can also watch that videos if you like. So now I'm just going to be taking this bottom piece of paper and I'm going to be folding it to the top. So you do not have to repeat this step if you want, it's just to make it nice and strong and to make the box perfect. Now I'm just going to be repeating the same step like this, and I'm going to be repeating the same step on the opposite side of the paper as well. So please wait a second until I complete this. Yeah, so now we've completed this. So now I'm just going to be pushing this part over here and I'm going to be taking this one inwards and I'm going to be putting it over here. So now one side of our box is ready. So now I'm just going to be putting this one here and we've got both sides of the box ready. So you can even like do one more box over here, so as I said, to make it like more secure and it won't like be bumpy like this, or else you can just stick a piece of paper at the bottom like I did for this one. So you can even use this as a normal box. You can just make it for jewelries or other things like that. So please wait a second until I stick it over here. So if you want this, if this part is keep on coming out, you could just like use glue and stick it as well, like this one. If it like keep on coming out like this, you could use a glue, but it's not compulsory. Like if it comes like this much, you could glue it, but if it's a normal, you don't have to do it. You just have to apply some force. So now I'm just going to be turning it to the opposite side like this. So now the next step we're going to be doing is that I'm just going to be taking the half blue sheet we had and I'm going to be taking that out. And now I'm going to be cutting it a little bit like this. I'm just cutting a little bit of cushion over here and keeping the other piece aside. So now I'll just keep this piece of paper aside, this box, and now I'm just going to taking this and I'm going to folding it in half like this, and I'm turning it and folding it in half in the opposite direction. So now, if you took I'm just going to be gluing this piece of paper over here. So this is just for thickness, to make the paper nice and thick. So if you have like any cardboard piece, if you don't have like more color paper, if you have like cardboard piece, you can stick it on top of it to make it nice and strong. So now we've completed. So next we'll be starting off with the cutting. So for that, I'm just going to be cutting it until the top part over here, since it's not like kind of fitting it properly. So after here, I'm just going to be cutting one line like this, then one more line like that, and one straight line. Then I'm going to drawing one more bottom line and one curved line. So now I'm just going to be cutting it to the bottom. So now we have like a top part of like a throne like this. So now I'm just going to putting it into the back part to see if the size matches it perfectly. So if it does not, you can just cut it over here a little bit like this, and a little bit on the side of the paper as well. So now we could just stick it over here. So before we stick that, I'm just going to be taking a whitener, and I'm going to be putting some small dots over here for like snow. It'll be like kind of beautiful and nice. It's not compulsory if you like don't have to do this. If you're a small child, please be careful while using a whitener, because sometimes small children might keep whiteners in their mouth. So if you don't have a whitener, you can even take like white paint and you can use that as well. So now I've just completed with small white sparks. You can even use glue as well, and you can wait until it's dry. So now I'm just going to be taking this back part of the box, and I'm going to be gluing this part over here. So please make sure that you apply more glue perfectly over here. So now I'm just going to be sticking this piece of paper over here at the bottom, and now I'm turning it and I'm going to pressing on it nice and strong. So now we have a piece of paper like this, and our throne will be ready. So now I'm just going to be turning this over here, and I'm going to folding it a little bit over here so that it will be nice and strong and straight. As you see, it will be more straighter than it was at the beginning. So now let's keep this aside, and I'm taking the remaining blue piece of paper we had, and I'm cutting it in one more half like this. So now I'm just going to be taking this half, and I'm going to be rolling it gently. So please do this slowly. I'm just going to be rolling it gently like this. So if you want, you can even take like a full A4 sheet to make this box, and to make it like nice and big. It's not compulsory that you have to make it nice and small. For like if you have like a bigger Elsa, you can do it like in bigger size. So now I just press it on like this, and now I'm going to take a scissor and I'm going to be cutting it into two pieces. So now after we cut it, we'll be having like one more piece over here coming out, since we only glued one part. So I'm also going to be sticking that over here. So now I'm just going to be cutting the edges to make it nice and straight, and on this one as well. So now I'm going to be sticking these two pieces over here on the chair, on the throne. So before that, I'm just going to be cutting the corners to make it perfect and make it fit in the correct size. So as I said, you can use the colors according to the Disney princess you're going to be making. If you're going to be using Anna, doing like that, you can take this. So for example, if you're going to be making like Aurora or something, you do not have to do this white part, since Aurora is not related to snow. So as I said, you can write anything and do anything according to the character you're going to be making it for. So now I'm just going to be gently sticking this over here, and I'm taking the other part and I'm sticking this over here as well. So now we've completely stuck it like this. So we just have to wait until it's dry. So next, before that, we'll be going on to the next step. So now we're just going to be taking the remaining blue piece of paper over here. So as you see, it's almost ready, but like as you see, this one's more beautiful since it has like more decorations on the side. So we're just going to be decorating it a little bit more to make it nice and perfect. So now I'm just going to be cutting out a small piece of paper like this to stick it over here and make it like the seat perfect. So we're just going to be taking that. Next, we're going to be sticking papers over here as well. So for that, I'm just going to be cutting it in a rectangular piece of paper like this, and we're going to be sticking it over here. So after we complete cutting this out, I'm going to take my whitener and I'm going to write in Elsa over here just to make it nice and perfect. So please do not stick it then write anything you want, because if you do that, for like using a whitener, you have to apply a lot of force. But after you stick it, you won't be able to apply force or to like tear out. So you don't have to do like that. So please first write it, then you can stick it. So now I've completed writing Elsa. So please wait for the whitener to dry for a while so that it won't get stuck in your hands. So now I've completed writing Elsa. As you see, the whitener has turned out really well. So now I'm just going to be applying some glue over here on this part, and now I'm just going to be sticking this over here. So once we complete this, I'm going to be applying some glue at the top part of the paper as well, and I'm going to be sticking this piece of paper over here. So if you want, you can even like stick these pieces of paper on the sides. It's not compulsory, you have to. So I'm just going to be sticking that as well to enhance the beauty of this. So please wait a sec until I complete this. So now I'm going to cutting it into 2 pieces, and I'm going to be applying some glue over here and glue on this side of the paper as well. So now I'm just going to be taking this piece of paper and I'm going to be sticking it over here for more decoration, and I'm taking this piece and I'm going to be sticking this on this side. So as I said, you can do more decoration. So now I'm not going to be sticking this on the back since no one's going to be seeing the back part anyway. So now next, like you do not have to do this step as the bottom is open. You can keep like some things and you can even hide it like this over here. But if it's kind of shaking or something, you can just stick something on the bottom. So for just in case, I'm just going to be taking this purple piece of paper that we had. So if we have the blue remaining part, you can even use that as well. So I'm just going to be taking the blue bottle and I'm going to be sticking glue along the boundary like this. So now I've completed applying glue around the boundary, and now I'm just going to be sticking this over here onto the purple piece of paper like this. So the next step is that we're supposed to be waiting until it's dry. So before that, I'm just going to be lifting and cutting out the excess parts like this, and I'm just going to be cutting around it. So I'm not cutting it completely. As you see, we'll be having the bottom layer here. It's visible because since it's a box, it might kind of open. So I'm just going to be leaving the space around since it's nice and neat. So I'm just going to be cutting it on this side as well. So after we complete this, our Paper Elsa Throne is ready. So as you see, it's really beautiful and cute. So so I have 2 Elsas. One's a small baby one. So I'm going to be placing her over here on this one, and I'm having a bigger Elsa as well. So you can make it in a bigger size, and you can place both the daughter and the mother over here. And you could even do it for different Disney princesses and for anything you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time on Crafty Kids. Thank you for watching. Bye.